Hello, fifth grade. This should be, when you guys are watching this, the third day of me being away at trainings. I hope you guys miss me. I hope you guys are treating the subs well. I wanted to share this story for the beginning of our next science unit, but I'm not there. And you guys are going to be starting that today. So I thought it'd be fun for me to give you guys a video. And first of all, say how much I miss you guys and looking forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow on Election Day. Woohoo. This story is a Lakota story. And if you guys remember from earlier this year, I talked to you guys about how I grew up in South Dakota next to the Indian Reservation. And I had a lot of friends who were Lakota. And I told you the Great Race story, which was one of their legends. Well, today I'm going to tell you another story, and it's an Iktomi story. And Iktomi is a character in Lakota stories who's kind of a troublemaker. He's a trickster. He's always getting in some sort of trouble. And it was believed that if you told an Iktomi story during the daylight, hair would grow all over your body. You'd become hideously ugly, and people would be forced to run in terror at the mere sight of your ugliness. Sometimes I kid around and say that happened to me once and look at my hair and my face. But as you can see, I'm not outside in the daylight. I came inside the house. This is Wyatt McBee's old house where I live now. And I have the shades all pulled. So hopefully I won't get any uglier or hairier while I'm telling the story. So this story goes like this. Iktomi was walking along one day. Well, actually, every Iktomi story starts this way because it suggests that Iktomi is a lazy, good-for-nothing bum who has nothing better to do than to walk around looking for some sort of trouble to get into. So on this particular day, he was walking along looking for something to eat. And he had a bow and an arrow, and he was trying to hunt. And, you know, he's not really that good of a hunter. So as he's walking along, he's tripping and he's stumbling and he's whistling songs. And of course, all the animals around can hear him coming from miles away, and they're all hiding and snickering as he walks by because he's thinking he's the great hunter. And of course, they're all like, ha ha ha, we're hiding behind the trees. He can't find us, you know. So anyway, he's walking along, getting hungrier and hungrier and hungrier. And then he comes to a creek, and there's a little sort of still area of the water right next to the edge of the creek, and where the water's really calm and not moving. And he looks down in the water, and it's covered with bright red, beautiful, delicious berries. And you know, remember how hungry he was a few minutes ago? Well, he's twice as hungry now. So he reaches into the water and grabs some of the berries, and nothing. As soon as he touches the water, the berries disappear. And so he sits back there a minute and he's like, what crazy magic is this? And while he's standing there, all of a sudden, the berries reappear again. And he reaches down and tries to grab some berries. And as soon as he touches the water, boom, the berries disappear again. And he's thinking, what's going on? And then the berries appear again. So then he tries sneaking up on him. He gets down on his hands and knees. And he's sneaking, and he's sneaking, and he's sneaking. And he reaches over the top. And as soon as he sticks his hand in the water, the berries disappear. He tries reaching fast. Berries disappear. Tries reaching slow. The berries disappear. No matter what he does, every time he touches the water, the berries disappear. Remember how hungry he was at the beginning of the story? Well, he's twice as hungry now, and he's crazy for these berries. So finally, in an act of desperation, he runs back, and he takes a running leap into the water head first with his mouth wide open. One thing I forgot to mention, the creek was about this deep, and it had rocky bottom. He dives head first, cracks his nose open on one of those rocks, gets mud all over the place, a mouthful of mud and rocks and sand and other creaky, gooey gunk, and still no berries. And he's sitting there wondering what madness is going on with the berries. And he happens to look up. And there, above him, is a tree covered in, yeah, you guys guessed it, beautiful, juicy, ripe, delicious red berries. Iktomi wasn't seeing berries in the water. He was seeing the reflection of berries in the tree above him. And there's a moral to this story, and that is that sometimes when the truth looks like it's right there in front of us, we have to try and see a different perspective, because really the truth is often up above us where we can't see it. But I also picked this story because our next part of studying energy is looking how light reflects and refracts. And so you guys are going to be doing some study island today, exploring light and how it behaves. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you tomorrow.